In today's video, we're going to go over the best controller settings to get you absolutely blazing fast in MX bikes. Without any further ado, let's get into it. The first setting we're going to change is our direct lean. Mine is set to 70, but the higher you go, the faster your bike goes from a lean to the straight up position. The next settings we're going to change are in advanced. We're going to start off with the lean section. Our dead zone is set to 2%. What dead zone is the amount the stick can move without actually doing anything. The linearity is set to 100. That's going to be the nice curve. If you set that to like 80 or 60, it's going to be more abrupt. If you set it to 200, you're going to get a very strong curve out of the gate, and then it's going to slowly even out. So 100 is a good setting. With our smooth checked, the next one we're going to do is our press. I have mine at 20%. You may ask yourself, what is press? It is how smooth the input goes in. So when you're telling it to move to the right, it's basically saying, okay, that's how slow or fast I'm going to move. For the release, that's how smooth it is coming off of that desired action that you already have. And then the last one is going to be our gain. That literally is the full potential of the left, right, or whatever motion you're trying to do. Let's say your braking gain is set to 50%. You're only going to have like 50% of your braking power. To save everyone a ton of time, I made this really cool cheat sheet, and it goes over everything from your dead zone all the way down to your left and right rider lean. This is really crucial in order to get your settings how you are going to be the fastest possible MX bikes rider, because each person's settings are going to be a little bit different, but this is going to help you get blazing fast so much quicker, because you're going to kind of understand what each setting does and how it affects the controller, which then affects your riding. For the lean, here are my settings that I personally run. Here is the throttle, so make sure you guys pause this whenever you need to try to get some settings if you need them. There's the braking as well, along with the rear brake, the clutch, the rider forward back lean, and also the rider left right lean as well. Those are my settings. Let's move over to our controls. As you guys can see, my direct lean is at 60. My combined brakes are on with a minimum of 31, a max of 137, and I have only shift help and automatic clutch on. Just like the automatic clutch, I still use the clutch, but it helps me not grind gears. All right, we are now back on the track after that explanation of all of our settings and what they do. I changed my direct lean from 60 all the way to 70 because I want to feel what the difference is like. And as you can, oh my gosh, that's a crazy difference. I will let you guys know, when you first mess with settings and you start to figure it out, you're going to notice a huge difference out the gate of like, oh my gosh, that's crazy, especially with your direct lean and rider lean. So let's go ahead and send this here. We're going to try to beat my ghost way the crap up there. We're going to see if we can do it. Overall, this is feeling really solid though, and very sturdy. Like, you don't feel like you're going anywhere, which is exactly how I want the bike to feel. That was a nice rut. And once you just kind of hone in your skill a little bit and you're like, whoa, I feel so much better. It's not that you suck, it's just the settings you need to adjust to your riding style, I think, is huge, along with the rider and the suspension. Oh my gosh, that was absolutely steezy taking this inside. Look at that. Oh my gosh, that was beautiful. Already catching up to the ghost. You saw how far we were behind. By changing that one setting, we're already feeling so much more confident in this. Leave a like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and if it helped you out, remember, Jesus loves you, so do I. Verse of the day is happening right now, and I'm getting swappy, but that's okay because we're not gonna crash. See, let's go. Oh my gosh, send this to the moon. And we're gonna come up pretty short on that. That's okay. It feels good to feel confident on the bike, even though this lap is not perfect. It shows that, you know, at least even when I'm making mistakes, I'm not absolutely wadding every 5 seconds, which is so cool, as I completely just beat my guy's lap time. And those braking bumps, didn't even know they were there. All right, and that is it. There's the lap, baby. We'll talk to you guys in the next one. I wanted to do something a little bit different for the verse of the day today. I'm actually kind of excited about this. It's in 1 Peter chapter 5, verse 8, which reads, "Be alert and sober mind. Your enemy, the devil, prowls around like a roaring lion looking for someone to devour." And then in verse 9, it says, "Resist him, standing firm in the faith, because you know the family of believers throughout the world is undergoing the same kind of sufferings." And what this entire thing like encaptures and tells us is the devil is trying to get us entrapped into his fleshly ways, into leading us into sin, into temptation, into things that are not from God. So being alert in our mind and being like, hey God, is this something that is going to glorify you, or is this something that's going to make me feel good at the time but I'm going to regret later? And those are the questions I have to tell myself all the time. Just know in this you're not alone, and that there are times where you have to just really just pause and be like, hey, you know what, is this something that I'm going to feel good about and that God is going to approve of in an hour, 2 hours, 5 minutes from now? Or is it just making me feel good now? If it makes me feel good now, but it's going to make me feel like crap later, it's definitely not from God. It's just a fleshly desire, and we can shove those off to the side, tell them to pack sand in the garbage can they go, and choose a life of everlasting, which is in Jesus and his commandments. Hope this encourages you, my friends. We'll talk again very soon, and know you're not alone, and I'm here for you guys. Jesus is here for you, and most of all, he loves you. So do I. Keep going another day.